Before we begin, as always, a disclaimer. Tonight's episode will discuss the things we've talked about before, by way of mental health and addiction and all of that. Some of this will be sensitive to some of our viewers, so as always, viewer discretion is advised. We remind you to please consult your doctor, your mental health professional, your outreach group, your sponsor or specialist before adopting any change to your dietary, physical, and or mental health regime. If you're looking for options to go down the road of mental health, or basically your mental health contact SAMHSA, the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration, at 1-800-662-HELP. Again, it's 1-800-662-4357. The service is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, and is a confidential, free information service for individuals and family members facing such stressors. Also, if you're facing suicidal crisis or emotional distress and need to be put in touch with a crisis center, call the Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-TALK. That's 1-800-273-8255. Or go to suicidepreventionlifeline.org. You can also text the word HOME to 741-741. Those resources are also available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. And then a topic that is very important and very near and dear to me has something to do with multiple sclerosis and demyelination. And that the National MS Society is a collective of passionate individuals who want to do something about MS now, to move together towards a world free of multiple sclerosis. MS stops people from moving, but the National MS Society exists to make sure that MS doesn't. To contact the National MS Society, please call 1-800-344-4867. Again, 1-800-344-4867. Or go to their website at nationalmssociety.org. And on that, let's begin. Good morning or good afternoon, and welcome to the Venture Forward. Maybe a Venture Forward that had a muted introduction, but nevertheless, this is the Venture Forward. Anyhow, hope you're doing well. I can be reached at theventureforward@gmail.com, and this isn't Ask Me Anything, an AMA. This is the second AMA I'm doing, in the sense that I had a situation where our guest tonight had to move to next Tuesday, so I figured I talked a lot about the different sort of addictions, different sort of things I'm overcoming, so I figured why not have an AMA tonight, and I am very honored to have two people that want to ask me anything, and they're waiting in the green room, and I'll be talking to them in 1 second. I want to say hello to everybody who's joining me on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. And we're going to start with one of the people that are in the green room. Mr. Matt Haas, hey, how are you? I'll be talking to you face-to-face, well, virtually, in a second. Sarah, good evening. Hope you're doing well. Callie, how you doing? Good to see you. I'm glad to see you tonight. Or this afternoon over by you. Sarah says, out of it today, so I've mostly been resting all day. You, by the way, that pyramid is so cool. Yeah. Matt goes, wada! Callie responds accordingly, wada! And of course, in the questions and comments, be sure to let Matt and this gentleman, Mr. Paul Burke, know exactly what to ask me, as I'm going to go to the 3-panel now. And of course, Paul is just a mirror image. It's like, what's going on? You think it's Paul, but it's not Paul. Gotta get Paul's face over here.
Gotta beam him down.
Gotta beam him down from this, that, or the other thing.
Oh, I hear him.
So I can hear him.
Oh,
I can hear him, but I can't see him. See, that's the thing. It's that sort of thing, right? There you go.
There he is.
5 hours later, we get this all figured out. It's fantastic.
What's going on, guys?
Not much.
My head's huge. There we go. I'm doing great. Just trying to shrink my head a little bit.
Is that better?
Are we all trying to get like the same? Now look, I'm the only one that's doing it right. I have the proper headroom. You two have too much headroom.
Oh, sorry, Matt. I guess I'm just bigger. Look at that. Look how big I am.
Is that better for you?
Yeah.
Jeez Louise.
Look at you. Matt, like that. Me. I'm huge.
I am a large man.
Good afternoon, Marilyn. How are you? And then Callie says, 3 great people here. I don't know which 3, but thank you.
Where?
All counts as 3.
Well, that's true. What's going on, guys?
Callie also coming up with a pre-leader tip. Must take into account the buoyancy of the hair.
Hair buoyancy. Forgot about that one.
That's lesson 2.
See?
There you go.
Callie, that's why they pay you the big bucks.
Big bucks. Huge. All the money and then some.
Hey, just for the audience out there, I'm keeping track of the YouTube chat. So if you're on Facebook or Twitch and you have a comment for me, just type it in all caps and I might hear your comment.
Should they put the letter Q in front of the question? Because I think that's a thing, isn't it? Isn't that a thing?
Seems to be a thing, sure.
Mm-hmm.
See, there are no rules on the internet, John. You can be however you want. You can have them put a Q with a umlaut over it.
That's why LSP hired her, and that's why LSP hired her.
Yeah. Smart. They're wicked smart
Wicked
over there.
Smart. That's incredible. That's
The
incredible.
wicked smart. The park in the car by the harbor.
Get over here.
Park the car by Harvard Yard.
The harbor yard.
Hey, Leah, how are you
tonight? Harvard gift shop, and they had Harvard sweatshirts with Harvard spelled Harvard.
Oh, man.
Funny.
I'm sorry. I'm drinking so much soda. I'm very low energy right now, so I'm trying to jack myself up. I'm doing it for you. Doing it for you, John.
It's about hydration. That's we're doing a chapter on that. Hydration while live streaming.
Well, I think in Paul's case it's more sugar intake, but hey.
Aspartame intake. I'm not going to eat sugar. I'm going to do, cancer-causing aspartame. Thank you very much.
The FDA banned aspartame from all uses back in the 60s until someone put a truckload of money in front of them and said, "Why don't you unban that?" And they're like, "Okay."
All right.
Oh, is that how it went down?
That's how it went down.
That's exactly how they sounded too.
Money
Hey, you want a
talks,
truck full of
baby.
money? You want to buy yourself something nice? I got a truck full of money here.
bags from the Brinks truck in the back. You want one? I got
Wanna buy
plenty
what?
of the bags.
We got a lot of money.
Yeah.
I used to go to Manhattan at the Rockefeller Center and just buy the knockoff watches from people with watches in the suitcases.
Matt, I could tell you're not from New York when you say the Rockefeller Center and just not Rockefeller Center.
You outed yourself, man.
I was going to say a particular part of that, but yeah. Yep. Nope, I'm not a New Yorker. I'm Pennsylvania.
You're Keystone. You're Keystone all the way.
We're close to everything, but not in it in Pennsylvania.
Nowhere near New York. Nowhere near Portland. Where am I on the
That's
big board?
Sacramento.
759 days on a diet, 656 days sober, and 338 days not gambling. About 285 pounds down with 15 to go.
Damn.
That gives you one thumbs up from me, and now when you double those numbers, you'll get a second thumbs up.
Well,
something to
that's
aspire to.
That's arithmetic, and that's very noble and very. Thank you for the thumbs up.
No, I'm just joking. Good on you, John. I'm thrilled.
Thank you, my brother.
That's
Thank
amazing.
you.
That's amazing. You're doing awesome.
Callie's drinking a smoothie, as far as beverages are concerned, and she's laughing about it. So I don't know. Is it a funny smoothie? I have no idea.
Smoothies are hilarious.
I'm having a smoothie a day that I'm making myself. I use the almond milk and I use fresh berries. It's delicious.
Fresh berries. So what kind of blueberries are you putting in that smoothie?
Blueberries, red raspberries, black raspberries, and strawberries. That's how I make
Oh,
it.
Callie wasn't laughing about the smoothie. Just to clarify, this is important. We'd like to clarify, not laughing about the smoothie. If that's what
I
you're
figured she
thinking at
was.
home, be sure to realize she is not laughing about the smoothie. What does the LSP account have to say about that? Any thoughts?
Oh, Gilly's here. Hi, Gilly.
Alive and already
Wait, what?
tired of being out of commission. Haha. Leah, I'm so proud of what you did. You're gonna be better in no time flat. Let me know if I could say what you. I think everybody has an understanding of what, but I'll wait until I get the okay to share that with everybody. But I'm glad you're alive, and I'm glad you're already tired of being out of commission, for sure.
Whoa, that sounds serious.
Sarah with a woohoo. Woohoo. And Gillyman, good evening. Hello all, playing RuneScape, doing 10 push-ups every 20 seconds until 1,000, plus have a good listen.
Oh my
There you
God.
go.
Hold on a second.
That's
Hold
not
on a second.
possible.
You can do 10 push-ups in 20. Well, I guess 10 push-ups in 20 seconds isn't unreasonable.
It's a push-up every
But-
other second.
Look at you. Look at you with your division skills. Boom, just like that.
Bam.
No problem. 20 divided by 10. But wouldn't you? I would say like after you get to like 100, I'm flexing. After I get to 5, I'm gonna be going a lot
A
slower.
solid 10. Once you get to a solid 10.
Once I get to 1, I'm gonna start slowing down.
That's right.
My claim
Yeah.
to fame is I did 50 push-ups in a row one time in my life. And one time only.
Just once.
Was
Just
that for
once.
like
when
a
I was
presidential
practicing
test? Were you trying to
karate.
like impress somebody, or
It's a physical fitness test. The presidential physical fitness test that Matt was doing. 50 in a row once.
Yeah, like they'll let me in the White House.
That's right. Callie said she was not laughing about the smoothie, but she probably was laughing at it. So, I'm gonna throw it out there for shiggles. Is this a question of schizophrenia? I mean, is it two people on two accounts, one person?
maybe Luria's watching right now?
Luria, if you're watching, thank you. I hope this is just a pinnacle moment for 3 of your students here on the Venture Forward.
She's like, finally, I can. I've done my work.
I've done my work.
I can rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's either praising us and happy for our accomplishments, or she's like, look at these three wackos. What have I done?
Oh, I think no doubt, just constant praise, probably. Probably.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Every day she's like, dear diary, how can I praise these three more?
Dear diary, could these three shut the heck up, please?
Oh, live streaming pros is in the house.
Gilly says hello, all the trios on like Donkey Kong. Well, more like Pac-Man, but yeah, you're close.
No, that's true. I'm gonna throw barrels at you later.
Oh, cool. I look forward to that.
And see if you can jump over them.
Well, if you're jumping over things, it could be Cubert. There he is.
Has anybody modded Donkey Kong so it's the princess saving Mario? Come on. It's the 21st century. Let's get woke. Let's mod that
but
thing.
My older brother mods Atari 2600 games. It's true. People
you
are
don't see
still
them.
using that
You don't see them
programming
modding in television games, do they?
And television was kind of rough. That was only a 2 kilobyte system. Come on.
Old school.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Speaking of old school, have you guys seen The Last Starfighter?
The movie?
Yeah.
That was a
That thing's
long time.
It's trash. It's
it's
so
not good.
bad.
No,
There is a scene, I don't know. Anybody, if you play video games, you got to go watch it, because clearly the director was a guy who played video games and was living out a dream for like 20 seconds, where everybody in the whole community races to watch this guy win a level. That has never happened in the history of ever. Nobody cares
History
if
of
you
ever.
beat a level.
Trademark.
I don't care if it's the 80s, 90s. Now, nobody's caring. It was hilarious.
No.
It was so funny. People high-fiving each other. Dogs are barking. It was such an event.
Pandemonium.
Pandemonium.
Taking the Vince McMahon line, right? Gilly with a brief interruption on the arithmetic there. There's a 20-second break in between sets. I mean, timed on my Fitbit Charge 3, and Gilly's on 210 right now.
I can't even imagine that many. That's way too many.
And Leah's giving me the okay to share. Leah, who did the show early in season 1, had bariatric surgery and had the extra skin taken off last week. So
wow.
she is in recovery, as she said. What was the comment again? I'll bring that up because my memory is awesome. She's alive, but already tired of being out of commission. But I'm very fortunate and very glad that you're alive for sure. And then as far as the question about Callie versus the LSP account, she's pleading the fifth. And this is the spirit of LSP watching. Ooh.
I plead the fifth. I've also have memorized. I refuse to answer that question on the grounds that it could incriminate me in a court of law at a later date.
Callie says Princess Peach, more like Warrior Weech.
That's Callie on a smoothie, baby.
Smoothies. The smoothies on fleek. Sammy Superstar making a cameo appearance on an Ask Me Anything venture forward. Good to see you tonight. Paul says to Callie, your Weech is on another castle. Totally missing the warp zone. Know what I'm saying?
Warp zone? Right. The cheat. Yep. You go up above the blue blocks and fall down into the warp pipes.
That's right.
Oh, you can't see my warp pipe. Oh, I got this because you showed it on your stream, and I ordered it that day.
It holds up.
I love it.
Very durable. I love it.
I am going to work on the sculpture. I am going to build the sculpture of the piranha plant. That is on my to-do list.
That's very cool.
Sammy says, am I the only one to have not missed an LSP stream in a year?
You
Put
are
that in
the
the comments.
golden viewer, Sammy. He
Gilly
needs
says,
like a
don't forget the thumbs up. Thank you. Thank you, Gilly. Like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, you get me a coffee if you want. You know, it's there. I say it's for Rex, but quite frankly, I'm drinking all the coffees. Callie knows that by now.
Are you just gonna jump ahead? Just curious.
Sure.
Are you a black coffee man? Do you put a little cream, a little sweet and low?
I would say 97.6% of the time it's black.
Mm.
And when I say
better for
97.6,
you.
it's plus or minus 1.8%.
I like my coffee the same as my soul, as black as my soul.
Oof. Oof. Callie remembers when you ordered.
I doubt it. You're a very bubbly guy. You're a very bubbly guy, Matt. I get the joke, but I think you're very bubbles.
I'm
When
on
I
the
think
bullet
of
train to heck.
vivacious, I think of Matt Haas. I think of the Wizard of Haas, the Wizard of being vivacious. Matt Haas.
You can go to wizardofhaas.com. That's a real website.
Pennsylvanian
mine.
legend, Keystone legend, Mr. Vivacious, Matt Haas, captain of the Costco. I'll throw that in there too.
I'm sorry. I just read Callie's comment. I like my coffee like I like my men, ground up in a bag.
That's the homicidal Callie I know and love. You're awesome.
That
Wow.
made me smile. That made me
Are
smile.
men really useful ground up in a bag, though? I don't think.
Callie,
do
when
very
I
many
say
things
when you
with them.
say just kidding, I think you're not kidding. Just like you're, that's not you on the LSP account. Right. Somehow I was
They're
talking to
the
Dr. Elo for
most
30 minutes.
useful. I'm sorry.
They are most useful that way, yes. Yes, indeed.
Callie.
Hey, Paul, is this the part of the program where Sammy starts sending Callie messages back and forth?
Yes, and it's only a matter of time until Sammy pimps out his own live stream.
That's right.
I
This is
give
also-
it over. I give it a 5-minute over under, and I'm saying that out loud, right in front of him. So
This is when Sammy gives us a 19 har. Ha 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 19 ha's.
It's not a venture forward until Sammy Superstar promotes his own show.
Callie with the response of the 7 har. Is a 7? It's a 7.5 har. I'm sorry. Ha 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 ha.
We'll take it.
And then if you're scoring at home, Leah likes a little coffee with her creamer.
yeah, I get it, Leah, 100%. Because sometimes you're just in it for the creamer. You're just enjoying the experience, and you're like, I guess I'll have some coffee to justify all this creamer. I get it. I've been there.
So I used to put
I've lived that
creamer in
life.
my
I've
coffee.
walked that path.
I got too obsessed with having the coffee turn the perfect shade of brown when I added the creamer. And then it would be this whole ordeal where I tried to get it perfect. And it was too frustrating. So I was like, all right, drinking it black.
Callie does like black coffee, but sometimes the goal is to get creamed.
Yeah.
You know, the funny thing is, that could be taken, never mind. Sammy says, why haven't you been self-promoting? Is that questions for me? I guess this is Ask Me Anything, right?
Yeah. Oh, I guess you have to promote something now on the spot, John.
Well, I mean, you got all things YouTube on Matt Haas's lovely channel on Mondays. You got the random comical musings and fun times of Paul Burke, 6 out of 7 nights a week on the Paul Burke channels.
I never shut up.
And we're thankful for it.
That's
Paul.
my tagline.
We're thankful for it.
I never shut up.
When is Paul not streaming?
That's
You
right.
should put a
True.
calendar when you're
He's
not
streaming 24/7. It's like
I'm
Big
living
Brother.
that Truman Show lifestyle, baby.
Wow.
Sarah likes a double espresso in the morning, or if I'm at a cafe with a friend, a dry cappuccino.
What's a dry cappuccino? Is that just dust?
Maybe no foam? I don't know.
What is a dry cappuccino? I'm super
Callie's
curious
all for
now.
the dry cap. Hashtag respect. Hashtag dry cap. Hashtag. Sammy says you did that on LSP all the time. Ha 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 ha. Yeah. What's that called? Callie knows it. The shameless plug. I became the master of the shameless plug.
If you're not promoting your own stuff, who the heck is?
That's right. Committing all the rules of live streaming etiquette, but also the channel.
You know what? It's funny. Like today, I was actually having this conversation with somebody that somebody I know. I annoys me to no end because he's constantly promoting his own stuff. And then I was like, but truthfully, he grows a lot. And I'm like, so what do I really dislike? Growth? I should really be looking at myself. Anyways.
Callie says dry cap is espresso with only foam. Sarah says dry cap, more foam, less milk.
Ooh, I like it.
Noise.
That sounds good.
Tastes great, less filling. Of course, Sammy asks this question. Who's doing Lita? Can I get a show of hands in the room? Who's doing Lita?
I don't think I'm going to do Lita.
Oh, my God.
What?
Are you doing Lita?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I got it marked on my calendar and everything.
I'll be honest. Is it going to be dramatically different than last time?
Yes.
I don't know. I feel like last time was amazing and I got a ton out of it. But also,
there will be a lot
really valuable.
exercises.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I don't shut up. What did you say, Matt?
Gloria confirmed there will be similar exercises.
Okay.
They won't all be similar. I mean, there'll be some unique.
And they're all amazing. I mean, I got so much out of it. But I feel like I walked away with a ton of knowledge. I don't know. And honestly, I don't know if you guys felt this, but to be successful at it, I feel like you had to invest so much time in watching other people and supporting other people. And I don't know if I have that much, what we call in the business, bandwidth now. You know what I mean?
Well,
like
watching other people helps, but it also just logging time on task in front of the camera, that helps too. I mean, even if someone didn't watch a lot of the other participants, their 30th live was better than their first live. And that's sort of the point, right?
Yeah.
47th. My 47th live was just perfect. It took 47.
I think I'm going to do it again for sure. Yeah, I'll do it again. Some people have done it, for all of them. They've been on every single one. How many have there been?
That's
5,
true.
6, 8, something like that so far. And as far as just the commitment for you doing it yourself, it's a pretty light touch. I mean, you have 24 hours to go live for 5 minutes or however long you want.
5 minutes, Matt. Come on.
We don't do whatever you want.
Yeah, 5 minutes. Who's doing 5 minutes?
I don't know what kind of bizarre world you live in, Matt. But we ain't doing 5 minutes.
You get in and you get out.
No. What are you doing? Traffic report then? What are you doing? 5 minutes? 5 minutes.
Well, I consider it.
I don't know.
It can be a light touch if you want it to be. It doesn't have to be.
Yeah. It can be. I don't know. I feel so guilty not going and wildly supporting everybody else. You know what I mean? I feel like such a part of it is going to watch and support other people. I don't know.
Shameless plug for Sarah. Calendar remainders are on $7.95. What a deal is that? Sarah Steele, sarahsteele.com. The name you know, the name you trust.
Wait, what's happening?
She's selling the remainder of her 2021 calendars for $7.95, I believe, is the shameless plug. think she meant plug. I'm going to assume the G was there.
Shameless plue.
Shameless plug.
She's just dropping plues all over the place.
Yeah.
My life is nothing but a giant shameless plug, isn't it?
I have so many things. I don't know what to plug. I mean, I've got the merch store. I've got the podcast. I've got the YouTube show. I've got the Amazon show. I don't know where to stop.
There's Recovering Addict. There's Real Recovery with Nicole. There's Sober James. There's The Wizard of Oz and the 900 shows. And Paul Burke with the Among Us game with the aliens that some people get helicoptered out. Or I forget that.
If you're not going to respect what I do, John.
I respect it, but I don't know the name of it.
He does the video games on the
computer. He does the thing with the games with the clues.
Oh man. You know what I'm kind of pivoting to is just doing more. I want to do more video stuff, like more stupid, funny videos.
Yeah, the sketch videos are where it's at, baby.
The sketches are fantastic.
It's fun.
You need some people to chime in on those. It'd be like get guests in the. I know it's a one-man show and everything. It's theater of the mind, but it's like there's an actual guest on this.
Oh, like in the sketch?
Yes.
Yeah, that would be cool. When the world gets normal again and we can hang out with people, that'd be cool.
I have a video editing question for you, Paul.
Mm-hmm.
When you do the sketches, when you're talking to yourself, do you sometimes cut when the like J cuts and L cuts? Do you put them in? Like, do you cut when the one actor is talking, or if Paul A is talking when Paul B is not talking, and then vice versa? Do you do that?
I don't. So I haven't done J and L cuts yet. And anybody watching who's like, "What's a J and L cut?" That means that you're showing one clip, but you're overlaying audio from another clip, or vice versa. I haven't done it yet, although I've been watching a lot of sketch recently. It's super funny you mentioned that. A couple of days ago, I was watching this guy, and I'm like, he really does that nicely. And I want to start doing more of that because I think it's so much more immersive when you're hearing the voice and seeing another clip. So I want to work on that for sure.
Julie Noki is a YouTuber that does sketches, and she's a master at it as well. Look that up.
She's super good. Isn't
she amazing? Shout out
to
Julie. There's a shameless plug.
I mean, she blew up over the 2020. It was amazing.
I sometimes laugh just thinking of some of her sketches. She did some collabs with Peter McKinnon that were really good. And they were J cuts and L cuts all over the place, and it was dialed in nice.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Kelly reminding us that she found out she was pregnant in the last Lita and got out of an abusive relationship. That was crazy.
That was a lot.
That was life stuff for sure.
Sarah's torn about Lita. She has fear of missing out, but it's such a big time commitment. And I'm already overcommitted and not in the way you're thinking.
Still. I think Paul's froze.
Oh, Paul's frozen.
Oh, no.
Well, Paul, you're in the penalty box. You're frozen.
I was trying to see if he was faking it, and he was just standing really still. I'm like, are there any pixels moving?
That is horrible. Let me fix that. Oh, boy.
Do we all want to just stand?
Let me guess. You have the Age of U tap.
Oh, what?
Is your capture card the Age of U tap?
No, it's HD60S, and I think it overheats.
No.
And
I put mine on a plastic chip from Dave and Buster's, just so it's like off the table. There's a little bit of airflow underneath it. I'm a freak.
Smart. Okay. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe that's what it needs.
Sarah says, Kelly, I don't think anyone would ever top you for drama. And Callie says, Sarah, that was a ton of drama. I don't think I could even top myself.
So two things I've realized about Sammy.
Oh, Paul's
He
frozen
loves
again.
highlighting the old tech people have, and he loves highlighting that he does not have it.
Are you the HD60S or HD60S Plus, Paul?
Just 60S. It's frozen again. What's
It is
happening
frozen
in this world?
You are frozen.
It's too bad.
Yeah, you swap that puppy out for the HD60S Plus. I guarantee you won't have a problem.
Really? That means more money. Boo.
eBay, baby. Put it on the Craigslist. Or Facebook shopping, whatever that is.
Yeah. If it's life better, though, I'll probably do that. But don't mind me. Talk amongst yourselves.
You can put it on Nextdoor. Have you used Nextdoor? John, do you use that?
I don't use the Nextdoor.
I signed up because someone said if you're looking for a free piano, just say you're looking for a piano on Nextdoor, and your neighbors will say, well, I got one, come pick it up. So I did. And then I started using it for all other kinds of things. It's kind of cool. It's people geographically close to you.
Sammy says Rex was a star. You heard that, Rex? Don't give me the finger off camera. If you're going to give me the finger, do it on camera. Sammy with a shameless plug. He's interviewing Dee Niman tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific.
I was wrong. I think that took over 5 minutes. I thought it was going to be less than 5 minutes.
Nope.
Wow. You think
Gilly
you know
asks,
somebody.
what's the stats on the board today? 759 on the diet, 656 days sober, 338 days not gambling.
I've been losing weight on my diet. I've about...
Rock on, man. Rock on.
Every 3 days, I tend to lose about 2 pounds. Can't tell. I still look the same.
Matt, you look fantastic.
Well, I'm dropping a few pounds.
Sarah says, Matt, let's plug ourselves and each other at the same time. Join my Patreon. Join Matt's Patreon.
Yep. I've got the Patreon. I've got the Stream Elements tip.
Now you're moving, but you're moving slow. No, now you're moving. Good.
In isolation. Okay.
Bitcoin. You can buy Bitcoin now. Or you can donate Bitcoin to All Things YouTube. Yeah, go to allthingsyoutube.com/crypto.
John, I did just notice the voice of Paul Burke, and that made me laugh. I really enjoyed that. Thank you very much.
Paul is frozen on a shocked face, which is great. I like the shocked face when you throw someone off your show. I've done that to Sammy, and it was really good. It was resonated really well with the audience.
All right, I have a question for John and for Paul.
Sure.
Will either of you create an NFT, a non-fungible token, to sell digital artwork?
Non-fungible token?
Do you know what I'm talking about? Did any of that make sense to you?
I don't. Yeah, John, if you want to go down a rabbit hole, man, there's so many videos on YouTube right now about NFTs. Like, it is the hot thing.
It's so in right now.
I'm not going to, but
$65 million for a JPEG. I mean, I want some of that JPEG money.
I don't get it. I don't understand who wants it.
I don't get it either. That's why I think I'm going to do it. Mine's 68 million, says Sarah. Yeah, Sarah could put lots of NFTs. Every image of her calendar could be an NFT, and she could put it in like a series of 12 collectible.
John, so NFTs, and anybody watching who's like, I don't know what NFT is, and Matt, help me out if I'm wrong, because I'm sure I'm going to mess up parts of it, is that you're selling the image, and it's recorded as it's not recorded in Bitcoin, but it's recorded as in crypto. Not what is it recorded as?
The blockchain.
What is it?
It's a record on
blockchain.
Yeah.
It's recorded in blockchain. So forever and always, you will be known as a person who owns that thing, and you can sell it to anybody else. So you can buy a GIF. You can like literally sell a GIF. So you technically own that GIF or image, that digital image.
Yeah.
So
it's a certificate of authenticity. Digital items can now be authenticated as the one and only thing. So that's what it is.
So on my other
Doesn't that sound exciting, John?
Oh my God. It sounds incredible. It sounds fantastic.
They're doing it.
I'm in the same boat. I'm like, all right.
The NBA are putting little clips of basketball layups and selling them, and now you can be the one that owns that clip.
That's
and they're
exciting.
going for $500,000.
You know what it reminds me of? It
Hmm.
reminds me of like every year around Valentine's Day is like, buy your loved one a star. Have you named a star after somebody? Now you can. There's a whole lot of stars out there. Be sure to name somebody you know after a star, or vice versa. That's what it feels like. It feels like today. It feels like a modern day naming stars.
Mm-hmm.
That analogy is spectacularly accurate.
On the money. Absolutely on the money.
Sometimes my brain comes through.
I have a friend who's not good at analogies. Do you hire out your analogy services?
Oh.
No, John, you're pretty
I
good.
do. I am a freelance analogyist.
I'll have
Analogous.
my people call
Oh,
your people. And
freelance
you need to help
analogist.
my friend because his analogies are just not on the money.
I should put my services on Fiverr. Are you looking for analogies? Are you looking for metaphors? Well, talk to me.
You can sell anything on Fiverr. People
That'd
will
actually
buy
be-
that. I swear.
That would actually be pretty legit hilarious if I offered metaphor services. I'm
It's
gonna
like-
totally look. That's pretty funny.
It's like you're walking down the street and someone says, "You can yell at me for $5." You hand them $5 and you just yell at them. Something along those lines.
Oh, Callie's she's doing her stream tonight. It's
Oh,
pretty
when?
awesome.
When's your stream, Callie?
Nice.
It's going to be at 6:00 at the same time Sammy's is. Oh
Perfect.
boy!
Perfect.
I say
Now,
it's going to be
now
amazing.
it's on.
Double
Now it's
stream.
on.
Everybody, go watch Callie's. Don't pay attention to Sammy's 6:00 stream.
Yeah, to heck with
He's
him.
dying
Callie's
inside
the
right
show.
now. He's
Callie's going to have 5 guests
screaming.
on. It's going to be phenomenal. Paul, you think
Yeah.
you're doing a show? So am I. It's going to be good. It's going to be good times.
And if I remember right, I think D. Nimmin is going to be on Callie's, and then Sammy's getting sloppy seconds.
Let that be a
If I
record.
remember
That's the
right,
first
that's
time
what's
on a
happening.
regular Tuesday, Thursday that term was used. So congratulations. That's really good.
Sorry.
No, that's awesome. This actually ended up being a plug for Lita. I had a slot 2 weeks from now to do a plug for the whole episode, a plug for Lita, the day before it starts, and now I'm just gonna replay this. So thank you guys, appreciate it.
Repurposing, baby.
Callie with the ha 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 ha. That's a 5-6 har.
Oh, that's nice of you, Sammy. Yeah, go raid Callie's stream. That's very nice.
Sammy says it's like preschool for streamers. Ha ha ha
That
ha
is
ha
very-
ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha
That is
ha
not-
ha 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 ha. 39 ha's.
Sammy, if you want to, like, I know you love Lita. You should probably work on a better line than it's like preschool for streamers. You want to learn shapes and colors? Come over to Lita.
Trademark. Sarah asks, do you ever use FreeCycle?
I don't. I don't even know what free cycle is.
Is that a spin class?
I don't free cycle enough then, if it is.
Thanks.
I'm not gonna lie. I will say this. I do try to hit my punchline sometimes when you're drinking. That is a lightweight goal of mine. Spit takes.
I think
Yeah.
there's a class for that. There's also a class for the waitress coming over and asking you if everything's okay just as you put food in your mouth. I think there's a class to time that out as well.
Have you? I always feel guilty when they come over because they did that this past Saturday. They came over and said, like, how is everything? And she looked down and she saw that I hadn't eaten anything. And I saw her see I haven't eaten anything, but I still felt super guilty acknowledging nothing had been eaten. So I was like, yeah, it's great. It looks really great. Because I couldn't talk about food, taste. I just
You
talked
had to
about
use the
look.
word
I was
looks.
like, aesthetically gorgeous. And I said the food looks pretty good too. Oh,
you sly dog.
Sammy got a capture card back in 2015 as I'm reading the comments now from 5 hours ago.
I'm sorry, John. I'm gonna shut up.
No. Keep going. This is great. I'm bringing up comments from like 5 episodes ago. Don't worry about it. It's good. Throwing Sammy out is bad. No, throwing Sammy out is brilliant. And it made Jax crack up for about 5 minutes. So good stuff. Good stuff.
I missed that. You threw Sammy out? That's hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
That takes
Sarah's
some courage,
at
my
68
man.
million. So it's good. Gilly,
Ooh,
first push-up failure at 440, increasing interval to 32 seconds.
oh my God. Can you take a picture of your biceps and send it to us? That's insane. 440.
Your discretion is advised.
I don't mean like an erotic photo. Just a photo. That's gonna be a sizable bicep. That's gotta be impressive.
Sarah says the people who buy them are people who have nothing better to do with their cash. They could a patron for a lot less.
Well, the thing is, people all got rich off of Bitcoin. They don't know what to spend their money on, so they're moving it into non-fungible tokens.
Callie says, sorry, I've been lurking in. I'm getting things ready for my first stream tonight. I'm bringing my TV as a second monitor. Ha ha ha. 3 ha's? After all the ha's, 3 ha's? Is that count?
I'll take it.
3 har. Callie says tonight at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, so Sammy can go live without worrying about my live. I know
that's not what I heard. I heard Callie's
year.
doing a 1-hour pre-show where it's just gonna be just gonna be super fun. I think the phrase was "Don't miss it; it'll change your life." So I don't know. I guess you could choose to watch Sammy's, or you could just go and wait for Callie to go live.
Dr. Elo and Dr. Elo told me that. So both of them, both Dr. Elos that go to Chili's on Friday nights. Callie with the LOL, the triple L in the end. There's going to be a raid of some sort. I know, I'm 10 minutes behind. Don't worry about me.
It's like Back to the Future. I'm
sure.
Like, oh, interesting.
Gilly says you could make Siri on your phone say ha 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 as a show sound effect. That'd be 11 har, so hashtag 11 har. Sammy, when I was in Leda, I was at college level for streaming. Just gotta let that sit out there for a minute.
No, that's true. A lot of people in college take their camera into a shower.
Oh, God.
And shower with their camera. So you're right, Sammy. You're next level, my man.
Next level.
I've never showered with the camera before. I've thought about it. Sometimes
Lesson
late
1.
at night.
Do what Sammy does.
OnlyFans.
Yeah. I look across. I see that 6,400. Just, sometimes. Sorry.
Sarah says you could sell guilt on Fiverr too.
Boy, could I.
Anything.
I guess.
Anything that's a digital file you can sell on Fiverr.
It's true. Sarah, that's a great idea. I'm going to offer metaphor and guilt. It'll be the weirdest collection of Fiverr offers ever.
You should have the analogy add-on. Like, you shouldn't be able to buy an analogy outright. You have to buy the first product, then you add it on.
Well, also, I'm not even going to sell the analogy. I'm going to sell the non-fungible token of the analogy. So I'm going to sell a PNG of the analogy. Available now. Buy it.
You're one of the cool kids there, Paul. You know how
That's
to do
me.
it.
Straight fire, baby.
ZV1.
You don't have a ZV1?
ZV1? Do you have a ZV1?
I have a ZV1. You don't have
do you
one,
have
Sammy?
a ZV1?
Sammy, I have 5 ZV1s. So
please do it.
I guess you could get
please
one.
Do the German
but you're
accent
kinda
the rest of
behind.
the show. That'd be great.
Oh, hello. I have a ZV1. Welcome.
Welcome to the
my
Venture
ZV1
Forward.
on a stack of 4 ZV1s. My tripod is 4 ZV1s.
Oh, hello, John. Hello, Matt. Thank you for inviting me on the venture
Is this
forward.
Sprockets? I'm as happy as
Guten
I
Tag,
get to
gentlemen.
be.
Guten Tag.
And now we dance.
Did we get to any questions?
We had a couple. I kept on interspersing them as we were going forward. I mean, I guess, Matt, Paul, you have any questions? You have any questions?
Rapid fire. What's your favorite color?
Blue.
Favorite monument?
The Statue of Liberty.
Favorite food, and why is it tacos?
Wow. Chorizo. A chorizo taco.
Pizza or taco?
Pizza.
Now, come on now.
No, I'm just telling you. I'm Italian.
Pizza uses mozzarella cheese. That's the lowest level cheese there is.
Hey, don't, no.
Oh my! Shots fired.
If you told me provolone,
what?
I would say that's the lowest level. No. Mozzarella. Fresh, nicest mozzarella. Beautiful.
Mozzarella is the cheapest, and it's the...
Is it? I like mozzarella.
Tell you what
I'm
I
a simple
do.
man.
I take that mozzarella on that pizza, and then I take prosciutto, and I put it on top of the pizza. I don't bake it with the prosciutto. I like it cold on top of the mozzarella.
Hmm.
I don't know why I'm
Favorite
talking
city?
like this now. What the hell?
Question from Sarah. Favorite city?
Oh, good question.
Harrisburg. Kidding.
Oh, dear
Yeah?
Lord.
No, kidding. Joking.
I was literally going to write it down because I'm like, oh, this sounds like a hot tip. I've never heard of Harrisburg being a go-to city.
Not the hottest city. No.
How about for
I'll
you? I
tell
would
you.
say for me, Chicago.
Chicago? Yeah, I love Chicago. It's not my favorite, but Chicago's good.
What is your favorite company owned by Elon Musk?
Really? Really?
That one that they're trying to like drill a hole to the center of the earth.
Yeah,
or whatever.
the whole
Company.
drilling thing of the thing, the tunnel company, the digging company, the digging circle, the thing with the aliens to try to kick out who's that one. Now I'm getting my questions confused. It's good. No, you know what? This is gonna sound like I'm doing a little bit of kiss ass here, but I think Portland's up there. Portland's definitely up there.
Do you watch Portlandia?
Mm-hmm.
Portland's got a nice riverfront. Portland's nice.
But I'm also very thankful to say I live right by one of the most favorite cities in the world. I moved there 7 years. This is great. I live outside of Philadelphia. It's fantastic.
Okay.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Do you own an instrument? Can you play an instrument?
I used to play the recorder in elementary school,
Ooh.
and I could play keyboard,
Okay. Very good.
but not as good as you, Matt. Matt, you're a concert
Oh,
pianist over there.
I'm only 2 years into it. Oh, I'm learning a new song. Let me see which one it is.
I agree, Sarah. It is an undersung city, undersnug city for sure.
No
So can I
doubts.
be honest? I think
Don't
Philly
speak.
might be undersung because everybody living outside of it, the impression you get, or at least if you watch sports, is that everybody there is super angry and aggressive.
They are.
And so I think that's one of the reasons people avoid it. I don't know. But
What are you
that's
talking about?
from an outsider perspective. That's
Philly?
what the impression you always get from Philly.
But if
Oh,
I
yeah.
had the ability, if I made a lot of money, I'd probably move back to New York.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Philly
Like-
is the
like
city
New
of
York, New York?
brotherly
Like
stabbing.
New York. I mean, I probably could afford something in Queens. I'm probably not moving to Manhattan, but yeah.
That's cool.
No, my
You
friends
could be a
live
hip-
in Manhattan. They live in Harlem. In
Harlem?
Manhattan, and it's expensive. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
You could be Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, but
Everybody's moving
that's
to Brooklyn.
expensive now too.
That's
Yeah, very pricey.
Mm.
Mm.
Sarah says fresh
Manhattan's
mozzarella
not
the
where you
best.
wanna
I
be
agree.
Right now.
Add ricotta in there, you got burrata.
This reminds me. This is such a testament that you can make any channel successful on YouTube. There's this guy in New York. I'll send you a link to it. It's actually pretty interesting. He just goes around New York and shows you apartments and how much they cost. And he's a real estate agent, so he's able to get access to all of them. And he just kind of shows you, hey, this is what you get for $5,000. And he's got a ton of subscribers. It's very interesting.
I think next
That's
level
been
is if you
popping up
start
on my
breaking
feed.
into some of the apartments and then live streaming that while there are people in there.
Yeah, some of the apartments have like, big piping coming down out of the ceiling. They're really oddly placed and super tiny kitchen. Yeah.
Ooh, Sarah, Paris is nice. I was only there for like 3 or 4 days, but it was really nice.
Sarah's reminding us that Manny could do that in San Francisco. So why haven't we put him up to that challenge? He should be breaking into people's apartments and doing that sort of.
Oh my God.
He's busy.
I feel like he would explode as soon as he started doing that regularly. He'd be so big so fast. He's such a likable cat.
If Sarah had money, she'd be in Paris in a hot minute. I added the 2 periods because I think that's what you meant. Yes. Paris. Bienvenue. Très bien.
Gentlemen,
I don't get out.
I need to
agree, sir.
mosey. I need to mosey.
Oh,
But
Paul,
this
you
has
have to
been
mosey?
wonderful. I got to mosey.
Okay. Have a good night,
But
Paul.
thank you.
Paul,
Thanks for having me on.
thank you for asking me anything.
Oh, I have one question. Question. I had a whole list of 99 questions here.
But the
What?
streaming one?
I love that song. I've been listening to that song a lot recently. So funny you bring that up. What are your movie theater popcorn habits? Butter? No butter. You putting Milk Duds in them? You putting Reese's peanut butter pieces in them? What are you doing? How you living?
It's a very simple sort of thing I got going there. It is butter,
Mhm.
as unhealthy as humanly possible. Put butter on there, but then
Mhm.
I like to accompany my butter, my popcorn rather, with not any sort of additional thing in the popcorn tin. But I enjoy Goldenberg's peanut juice. Big
I think
fan.
you've mentioned this before.
Big fan. Yeah, I do, because that's my favorite candy. Callie knows.
You have mentioned this before.
That's my new phrase, by the way, for Lita coming up. It's gonna
Callie
be
knows?
hashtag Callie knows.
Kelly knows.
Callie knows. She knows.
Kelly knows.
Mhm.
Oh, you didn't know that? Kelly knows.
Gilly says most history-changing invention and why before 1700? Boom question. The wheel.
There you go.
The wheel. I like to say wheel. It's a wheel.
Healed.
A
Blockchain.
Healed.
Blockchain is the thing that's going to move humanity into a new phase of enlightenment. It was the wheel, fire, and blockchain.
Question for Paul. Why did the German accent come out?
Did somebody really ask that?
No, that was for me.
Oh.
We were doing a shtick or something.
Shtick. We got shtick.
How did Germany? Because it's one of the few accents I can get decently-ish and can hold consistently.
Hmm.
So many other accents are like, it starts Irish, then it kind of goes to France, and then it kind of goes to
Then it goes to
Italy.
France.
Like my
Don't ask
my
questions.
accents are kind of like a world tour every time I do them.
It's
Germany is like one I
Showcase
can
at Epcot.
kind of stay consistently on.
It's like going to Epcot.
So, yeah, it is. Yes. My accents is a trip to Southern Florida.
And if you end up in
Everything
Southern
north
Florida,
of Orlando
then you went
is
too far.
Southern Oklahoma.
Yeah.
In Florida.
Mr. Burke, when's your live? You got a live stream tonight too, right? You're doing live streams.
I'm actually gonna go live right now. My schedule was 4:30.
Oh, you want a
so I'm
simulcast?
going
We'll just continue this, and I'll be over there, and you'll be over here. We just
I don't know. I've never done it before. That'd be interesting. I don't think I can because I think as soon as I open Streamlabs, it's gonna pull the camera feed over to that.
Streamlabs.
But that'd be
Streamlabs is
neat to
gonna say,
figure
what
out.
the hell are you trying to do with my Streamlabs over here?
Hey, what are you doing? Give us a camera.
I got labs that need streaming, but you're crossing paths over here. The labs are being cross-contaminated.
How could you do that? What's so angry?
We got a professional operation over here.
It's super profesh.
That's right, profesh. Ask Callie. She knows.
She knows. Thanks for having me on, man. This is fun.
Paul, thank you. Thank you for asking me anything, joining me on this Ask Me Anything Part 2, which I'm sure we're going to do a Part 3 sooner or later. So thank you, Paul.
I'm here for it if you want me.
Have a good night, Paul.
Cool.
Happy streaming.
Yep. See you guys later. Bye.
Take care, Paul.
Later. And then there were two.
Elo with a whoa.
Hey, Dr. Elo.
Elo. Elo. See if it go over here. Now I got nothing in those boxes, which makes things very exciting. Everybody loves that. I just go to main and go to main and do this, and then get you back over here. It's fine.
There
this
we
works.
go. Hey. Elo says, "What's happening here? This is an Ask Me Anything show.
This is an AMA.
Yeah, AMA.
Like JV doesn't know Ecamm real well. Still doesn't know. Probably will take about 5 years before he knows Ecamm left, right, and sideways, and knowing Ecamm before he did Lita. So take that for what you will.
Oh my goodness. I'm trying to figure out something from my streaming setup, John.
Talk amongst yourselves. Matt's trying to figure out his streaming setup. A setup that needs to be streamed.
Do you have any advice? This is my question to you. Do you have any advice for adding a voice changer with an all Mac setup? No PC, so no Go XLR. I put that question in the guild, the Impartial Geeks Guild community.
Did the Impartial Geeks get back to you on anything?
Not yet. I even stumped the head Impartial Geek. He's like, I'm trying to follow this answer because I don't know how to do it.
Whoa,
so I have
you
a couple
stumped
pieces
the
of hardware
Foster?
I'm thinking about buying and trying it out.
You win a prize for that, don't you?
I have a what?
You stumped the Foster. You win a prize for that.
Did. He's like, he says, if there's any gadgets you want him to test, or he says, if someone does it, tell him what gadget you have and he'll include it and he'll do tests with it. So trying to figure that out. The thing is, there seems to be a whole bunch of very cheap products and a whole bunch of very high-end products that can do it. And there's nothing in between. So you're either spending $40 or $60 on the low end or $300 or $400 on the high end. So I'm just like,
I don't get it.
I think it would be fun. Add a couple wacko voices to my stream.
Sarah asks, if you could change professions, what would you do? I guess I should go first.
Well, this is Ask You Anything. This isn't
That's
Ask
true.
Me Anything.
That's true. You're right. I think doing more of this. I really enjoy doing this. I know I am not even a pro. I'm like a LSA, live streaming amateur. But why, John? You are a pro. You got people buying you a coffee. Did people buy me a coffee? I'm just saying. No, I love doing this. I enjoy doing this a lot. And I got to meet really incredible people like you, Matt, and Paul, and Dr. Elo, and Sammy, and Callie, and all of you. And Sarah, you're incredible. So, yeah, I'm very, very fortunate. I want to do more of this. And obviously, I'm going to do Lita. Why wouldn't I? I'm going to spend a whole venture forward plugging Lita because, I've done too many shameless plugs on Lita, which is a no-no.
Here's a question. If you had $5,000 that you had to spend on a product for yourself, like you had to spoil yourself with a guilty pleasure, or not even that, but just you had to buy something nice for yourself, what would you spend $5,000 on? You couldn't save it, you couldn't invest it. You had to purchase a product. What would the product be?
Does it have to be one item for 5,000?
No.
Okay. This is what I would want. I want a grill with a rotisserie
Mm-hmm.
and a smoker, and I want a little bit of a hot tub.
Can you buy
I think
a
I
little
could pull
bit
that
of
off
hot
for
tub?
5K.
You got to have at least a 9-person hot tub.
See, but but you said only 5,000, so I can't go
No.
to 9 or 10,000 over here. But yeah, that's honestly with the weather getting better, except for the rain and snow today, which didn't really stick. Yeah, that's where my mind's at. How about you? 5K, what do you do with it?
I'd buy a new piano.
New piano.
Yeah. Those
Steinway?
pianos I want are about $4,800. And they do exactly what this piano does, except the keys are just a little bit different. Just a little bit different. They have the escape.
Little bit different, just a little bit.
Well, these are weighted keys to mimic an analog piano, but they don't have the escapement feature.
Sarah would definitely buy a piano, so that's 2 on the piano.
Yeah.
Sammy would not buy a piano because he has 19 of them.
Yeah. Dude, I have been looking at these music making machines, these little tiny gadgets. They're $1,400 for a keyboard that's literally this size. But it's amazing. It does things that you could spend $10,000 on equipment and you can't do everything that this little tiny gizmo can do. They're freaking amazing.
Sarah had also Sarah said the piano or a sauna.
Yeah.
I think the sauna definitely going with the grill, with the rotisserie and the smoker. I think that's a good time. I'd invite everybody over. It'd be great. And the sauna that only seats like 2 people, but it'd be fun to have people sitting there and people, look at this.
We can listen to piano music. That's cool.
Sarah says, is that tiny keyboard the one you can blow in?
Is that tiny keyboard?
She meant
no.
tiny. Yep.
No, it's not. It is this little tiny gizmo, but when you put samples in it, it automatically places the sample on the 16th note. So you can't mess up. So you can make these crazy songs. People have whole YouTube channels just with this little tiny dinky little gadget, but it's every bit a professional piece of equipment. It looks like a toy. It looks like a toy for a 9-year-old, but it's $1,300. It's
Sarah
cool.
says Matt and I can do 4-hand duets.
Sweet.
If the 2 of you do Lita, I would love to see a 4-hand duet sometime in the month of April. Just saying. Hashtag said by a fan. Well, I think we had all the questions asked. I think we wanted to be asked anything, and I think everybody did a fantastic job. Thank you for your questions. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for watching this show and continuing to watch this show. I appreciate all of you. I love all of you. You are phenomenal. Thursday night, we're going to start a 2-parter on addiction from other people's perspective. So Thursday night, it's going to be what our families and friends say about our addiction when we had the addiction. So we're going back to the series on Thursday night. The conversation that we were supposed to have tonight, I'm just going to plug one quick second over here. The conversation we're going to have tonight about a mother whose daughter has MS, we're going to do that next Tuesday. And it's a conversation that's worth waiting for because there are a lot of things that she has been very adamant about in her story, and I am honored and excited to have her on the show to talk about it. And then next Thursday, not this Thursday, but the following Thursday, we talk about addiction from your professional colleagues, your professional contacts sort of perspective. So it's a two-parter, but we're doing 2 Thursdays back to back like that. And then VF Talks every Friday at 5:15. Got all my plugs in.
Yeah, you're building an empire, John.
It's like it's not that big.
You gotta start somewhere.
Yeah, you start with a little not yet big.
Rome wasn't
Is
built
it as
in a
big?
day.
No, it's not big, but it's good. It works.
I dig it. Well, thanks for having me on. I always like coming on the Venture Forward.
Mr. Haas, Mr. All Things YouTube, all things woodworking, all things metal. What kind of other materials do you do all things on?
Acrylic, metal, aluminum,
Synthetics?
plastic, countertop material, sculptable clay. You name it.
Yeah, it's super Sculpey. Not a plug.
Absolutely.
Not a plug.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Hashtag not sponsored. Matt, thank you, man. Appreciate it.
My pleasure.
You have a great night, and I will talk to you later, sir.
Right back at you, brother.
Thank
Take
you, man.
care. Yeah, bye.
And now I got this strange window with this and the other thing over here. There we go. We'll go back over here. I'll talk about the National MS Society one quick second, in the sense that the National MS Society is working to help people that have MS move forward by basically raising money for multiple sclerosis demyelination. Multiple sclerosis exists to try to make people not move. National MS Society is there to make sure people have a chance to. I know it's not the tagline, but I changed it a bit because that's what I do. I'll say exactly, because the National MS Society is a collective of passionate individuals who want to do something about MS now, to move together towards a world free of multiple sclerosis. MS stops people from moving. The National MS Society exists to make sure that MS doesn't. To contact the National MS Society, please call 1-800-344-4867. Again, 1-800-344-4867, or go to their website at nationalmssociety.org. So I got that in. And on that, I'm going to tell you the same thing I tell you at the end of every single episode. As I got this in double over here. Hang on one sec. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for being a part of this community. I am over the moon appreciative of all of you. I love you greatly, all of you. And I'm going to tell you the same thing I'd say at the end of every single Venture Forward of VF Talks. Stay safe, stay sane, stay strong, stay sober. You're worth it. I'll see you Thursday night at 6:30, 3:30 Pacific for first part of a two-parter on addiction and its effect on others. Have a great night.